Hey, it's Sasha Evdokov, and I just want to touch base a little bit about at the Apple event. I had a lot of questions come in through email regarding that, and one or two Twitter questions as well. So I do want to touch base on Apple. You can see that they introduced the Apple Pay, the two new phones as well with the Plus or the larger stuff. I don't get really too hyped up about these kinds of things. In fact, the event's still kind of finalizing here, and as you can see, I'm not using a Apple device. In fact, with the amount of monitors that I have, you'd probably laugh. Apple wouldn't work really well for me and my business. But with that being said, that doesn't mean I don't enjoy trading the stock, because a lot of other people do find the devices are great, and I know a lot of people do love them. But me personally, I don't really use them in my business because it's geared more towards the consumer for people in terms of their product rather than the business folks. And here, trading multiple monitors. I got 6 23-inch screens right now at the moment, and that's kind of what I'm trading off of, and to do that with the Apple products just wouldn't work. So with that being said, I do like to trade their products or trade their stock, and I did trade their stock actually for quite a bit of time, and also I was in it right here past the 100 mark, as I told you guys on Twitter. So I was in the stock for quite a while, and when it broke this trend line, I got out. But if you want to go long for the stock on the long haul, it's a fantastic and great company. So you have to keep that in mind. And this is the trend line I would be watching right now, is watching this trend line. They didn't introduce some great and fantastic products, but during events, things will always get a little sketchy and volatile. So you can see we have a lot of volume coming in here. So you need to be really careful, because what happens is, like right here, the event was kicking off, the stock sold off, then it'll bounce right here off the opening, filled this gap, and then right here was the watch point. Meaning watch this area, not the watch announcement, but watch this area here, and then the stock pounced higher, and then since it's overextended or over accelerated, that bar is getting eaten up right now. So what you really want to watch, and I'll give you a little insight here, is and we may beat it, we'll see what happens here, but this bar right here is 125 million to the downside. I want to see that 125 million be taken out, and we still have 2 hours to go about, and I think we can do it, but realistically I would want to see that taken out before the end of the day, and I want to see it taken out on huge volume. And the reason for that is because the risk and reward here, look at the highs here that we have. The highs that we have are right around, let's see, what do we got? 103.74. 103.74. So what's our risk and what's our reward? If our reward is only up to about 103.74 to this, it's not that much. I would rather wait for the stock to clear right around 104, that level, before getting into it. Now, if you're kind of entering positions lightly, and you're buying a little here on the dips, buying a little more on the dips, then maybe you'll be better off, or maybe you'll be okay because you're averaging your position. But really, for me, in the big picture, I'm looking at this level right there to see if it can clear it. Because to me right now, that risk and reward isn't there. The news and the excitement is there. The hype is there, and people are talking about it. But price-wise, it's not showing me a good risk to reward at the moment. Now, if it dipped back down, as they say typically, these announcements, the stock likes to dip back down. If it dipped back down to 90, even right here 80, that might be a good buy point. But right now, if you're looking to buy it on the momentum for the stock to go up, I would wait for the highs right there to clear, because otherwise you'll have volatility. And sometimes these events take multiple days to digest. It may take 1 or 2 days for things to digest, maybe towards the end of the week. But see how the stock is moving and acting. And right now, again, looking at the 15-minute, we have good volume popping, good volume increasing. There's a good push Unfortunately, we also will get some sell-offs with that too, because there will be day traders that come in, and then the highs, you know, you're watching these highs right here at that level, those could be problematic. So for me, for a $1 gain versus maybe the stock coming back to 97 is not worth it. $1 gain versus a $3 risk reward right now, it's not worth it to me. So that's on a short-term basis. On a long-term basis, I mean, it's a fantastic company, always great innovations, great products, and I mean, they're set up to do really well and good things, but you know, so did a lot of other companies that failed. So you never know, but on the long haul, it's a fantastic, good-looking company. But if you're looking to, you know, get into this trade, I would watch your risk to reward. Watch that risk to reward. And sometimes it's better to sit and wait than to jump on things too quickly. And actually, we'll do a little lesson on sitting and waiting and a little bit of patience later on this week and today. So thanks for watching. I hope you got a little insight about this, and, you know, have a great day, and I'll see you next time.